Hello everyone, welcome to Apex Gamester, and this is our second Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. So today we are going to launch a satellite into Kerbin's orbit, and I've already made this small satellite. Here's the satellite module on the top, and then I'm just using the same basic rocket design from my orbit tutorial, so it worked then fine, and so should this one. Only a couple changes is that I've put some RCS thrusters, a fuel block, and just a couple struts here just to make things a little bit more stable. So only other thing to do is to name it, and I will aim it to the Apex Sat 001. One other thing I forgot to do, which I will do, is take this bit off. I want to put a second module on here, just like that. The reason being, I want to be able to control this part of the fuselage when this is all in orbit, so that this doesn't end up floating around space. I can actually remote power this one back down to the surface of Kerbin. So I'm pretty happy that all my launch sequence is good. Yep, so we'll go ahead and launch. And here we are, ready to go. Just waiting for it to... There we go, give me control. So we're ready to go. So I'm going to make sure the SAS is on, and I'm going to fire full throttle towards the sky. And off we go, and it's a bit shaky. I'm hoping it doesn't start to rotate anytime soon. So we wobble around a bit. But it's not going too bad, and let's cut down that power just before it starts to overheat. But then as it's going down, then kick it up again, and then power down again as we're about to overheat, just so we get the maximum amount of power while we're still in a fairly thick atmosphere. And now we can start to move towards our 90-degree header. That should be plenty there. Wobbly a bit. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up to straight up. Just until these guys are out of fuel. Which will be... This one can power down while we sort out this rotate. And as you can see, RCS has pretty much made it rotate more. There we go. So, intervened a little bit if I turn SAS off. Power down completely, actually. And we want that 90-degree header, preferably. So, I've got SAS back on. Which way we're going? Up, up, there we go. That's what we want. That's what we want, right there. And we're plenty high. We're up 100,000 now. There we go. That's what we wanted. Do we want that one? Yes, no, yes, no, there. Okay, and then full power. And then check our map. See that this starts to open out. It is a bit wonky, but we are on that 90-degree heading, so this will start to open out on us. Those controls, and we can actually power down now. This orbit is going to be very big, so we will need to tidy it up once we get closer. So I'm going to speed up time a little bit to get closer to here. That's plenty. And then go power up again. that circle. See, it should be coming back to more of a straight edge. And let's make it more efficient. Let's warp towards the apoapsis again. There we go, and burn again. Just to make the most efficient use of this fuel we're burning. There we go, and that can be powered down. We come out of the map and we see that we don't have very much fuel left. So very short burns, but this is a quick and efficient orbit. That one will crash down, so that's not going to be in the way. And it's clearly too high. I'm going to try and aim for around about 100,000, ideally. Or 150 just to save on the fuel. I don't know. If we power down there, swing round to the periapsis. There she is. There she is. Don't go away. There we go. Tiny burns. And this does come down the back. Good. There we go. Again, not much fuel left. So at a pretty perfect orbit as it is, 185,000 Venus. Do I want to risk it and try and reduce that? I think I'm going to live on the edge. I think I'm going to say yes, I do. Let's try and bring that down to 100,000. And back to the periapsis. Not periapsis, retrograde. Retrograde, prograde, yes, retrograde. That's what I meant. Yes, you. And activate SAS. And this has actually gone a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. Some small power. Whoa, hello. As she comes down. That's what we want. Come down to about, I'm going to say 102. That's perfect. And then power ourselves round to that periapsis nut. Excuse me. There we go there. And power down again so that we can adjust our position. Back down towards retrograde. Lovely, lovely, lovely. No, 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 too far, too far. Okay, okay, nearly there, nearly there. And bang, SAS on. So, once again, we want to small burns. And get this down to as close to 100,000 as we can, as this one starts to decline as well. 20,000, 20,000. We are so nearly there. 5, 4. This one's now down to 95. So I'm pretty happy with it to be there, to be within. I mean, it's not perfectly clean. What's there? 104,000 and 92,000. So there's like 12,000 meters, 12 kilometers difference between the two. But you know, that is quite a clean orbit, and we should have just enough fuel to get this guy home. So let's speed up time so that we are on the light side of the planet. And there we go. Is that near enough, or are we? That is a nice view. Let's speed up time a little bit more. Let's get more on the light side of the planet. There we go. So there. And then what we want to do is pretty much go to the next stage. There we go, that's the stuff. And let that stay as it is. We'll come back to that bit, but first we want to jump back to this main part of the ship, which, of course, we can control. Can we not? We cannot! No! I have made a faux pas. Of course, this thing has no power. It has no power. It has no range because it has no batteries. Oh dear. It needs batteries. Oh no. Disaster. This is going to be floating around forever. I completely forgot the batteries for this thing. Because they're basically the power source from the planet. Well, yeah, the radio signal from the planet can't reach here because it's not powered. It doesn't have enough power. And yeah, exactly. You see, not enough electro charge. Of course it doesn't have enough electro charge. There's nothing to charge it with. So, back to this guy. This is our working satellite. And we will leave that piece of debris floating around space as a reminder of my mistake. And hopefully that I don't make the same one again. Now, this is what we're left with. This satellite going around orbit, around about 100,000 meters, 100 kilometers above the surface of Kerbin. And we have some stuff here. We have some lights here that we can turn on. See, I put these lights on for one on the dark side. But more importantly, we have these panels that we can open. So let's go ahead and open these guys. Because this is our satellite. And as you can see, they will independently move to face the sun. So they will shift, they are light sensitive, they will shift themselves to get themselves some light. And that's not all, we can open these guys as well. We've got 12 of these ones located all the way around. Very nice addition to the game. Oh, it's stunning. It's stunning. And there we go. So it's a bit of a funky design, but floating around space for as long as I do this series in this universe is this satellite, and it is charging probably at an alarming rate. And we do have this little engine here, this little ion engine thing, and see, it can actually fire up. It can. There we go. It can actually fire up, and see, we're actually gaining speed. So maybe we could actually, I don't know if we could do much to our orbit with that thing, but there's enough power on board to fly back to the surface. I think I made it quite complicated, actually. Maybe too many solar panels, but it's fine. In fact, I'm going to say that there are too many solar panels. So I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of 3. They're just going to close. They're not needed. Did I? No, there we go. Did I close the right amount? Did I close? Yes. So there you go. That's better. And she's a beauty. And again, on the dark side, she's got lights. Not that she'll need them. And I've mounted the batteries upside down, so these little lights point down, which is quite cool. So that's the xenon gas container. That's plenty of juice in that one. And then these batteries here, which will remain fully charged by the solar panels. A couple little things I stuck on the top here. I put a little communotron thing on there, so we can turn that on. There we go. Whoa! And so he's calling home right now. I don't know why. And I think I put a little thermometer on one of these sides, if I can find it. Is that it? Is it there? There it is. Is that it? There we go. And there we go. And it's now saying that the temperature is minus 039.81. I don't know what that means, but I thought I would check it on. So that is how you put a satellite into orbit. And if we go back up to the map, we can see it, and we can see that it's going to follow this blue path. And at a perfect 90-degree angle. I think that is a perfect 90-degree angle, and I think that the Ike, that's not Ike I'm looking at. That is Ike I'm looking at, but that's not the line there. The Mun, I think, is slightly off 90 degrees, so I think this is 90 degrees. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Either way, I'm happy with that. Yes, yes I am. And she'll float around forever. And I would quite like to put a few more up. Put a few more into orbit as well. So if you guys have any ideas or design ideas for satellites that you'd like me to put up in orbit, and I will, you know, I'd quite happily do it. Let's get a few up here. And then I suppose that would add the challenge of when trying to get into orbit to land on the Mun, we'll have to avoid satellites going around. Okay, so that took, excuse me, less time than I thought it was going to. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of the video making a space plane. I want to make one that will fly stable, quite stable, and so far, to be honest, I haven't managed to do it. So I'm going to start off with this cockpit here, and I want some empty fuselage, and we'll put, say, 2 of those guys on. Wings. I want these large wings. Put the symmetry up. Put those either side. Yes. And then some fuel tanks. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. So, oh yeah, that's fine. Engines. Basic jet engines. Of course, there's no point putting an engine on there because there's no fuel in there. But every time I've made this middle part into an engine, it's never worked very well. Put some air intakes on there. Wings. These big wings. Yes, is that good? I don't know. Maybe. And some of these guys. Spin it round. There we go. I'm going to put one of these inverted nipples on the back. That seems to have gone a lot smoother than I thought it was going to go. Tail fins. Tail fin. I'll put a tail fin. Maybe one on each of these sides, actually. There. And I think I found that it was a good idea to check these guys. The center of lift needs to be in the center, I think. The center of thrust is straight back, that's good. I think, and the center of mass is right in the middle, and that's exactly what you want. So this is a bit off, so see if we can do something to move that forward. Maybe that would help. I don't know. That brings it more to the center. We're funky looking. So I'm not sure. But we'll see if that flies, and with some wheels would be good. Turn that symmetry off for the center one. There. And I'll put one on each of these wheels. So it looks pretty generic, really, but I just want to make something that flies. So far, I haven't been too good at it. So, anything else this thing needs? Solar panels? No. Air intakes, we've got air. Maybe I'll put a couple of these guys on, actually. And that actually, that's perfect. So what a good idea that was. Put the center of mass right in the middle, and the center of thrust right in the middle of that, and that is one perfect looking machine. Actually, I think that she'll fly. I'm hoping she'll fly, and it needs a name. I'm going to call it the Apex. The Apex Eagle. Apex Eagle 1.0. I'm going to save that because I like it. I'm going to launch it. I'm pretty confident this thing's going to fly. And it's a bit nighttime, so I'm going to warp it towards the day. Come on. There we go. So it's Jeb. He's the big star, and he's here for the test flight. And so let's give him what he wants. Chucks away. Oh, she's pulling to the side. Come on, fly, fly! She's flying! She's flying! Oh, she's stunning. She's balanced. Bring these engines down a bit, because they're starting to overheat. Whoa! She's a bit sensitive. The controls for the space planes on these things are horrific. But I mean, she's flying. She's flying right now. Let's do a barrel roll. This could go wrong. Oh, there's not really a barrel roll. And I've still got the wheels on. Still got the wheels down, so let's get those up. They're coming up now. Come on, let's stabilize. Stabilize, come on. Come on. Oh, she's flying. She is flying. Let's see if we can... Oh, she's a bit wobbly. Let's see if we can bring her back. See if we can bring her back home. Oh no. Oh no. No, she's way too unstable. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to try and maybe land over there. To our right. Oh dear. She does not fly straight. Oh, I think I've got her under control. There we go. Nope, she's running to bend again. Okay. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to... Okay, so I chucked on an advanced SES thing there, so hopefully that's going to help. But Jebediah is back for this launch, and we'll put that SES on straight away, so that we don't veer off in one crazy direction. And it's helping, I think. We launch. Come on. It's that SAS. SAS was holding back our launch. And it's working. Ugh! I put SAS on, but she's flapping about a bit. She's gaining speed. Come on. Yes, she's gaining more speed. And these guys open. Close air intake. Shut down engines. Lock gimbal. What's a gimbal? I don't know what a gimbal is. Let's look inside. Woohoo! We are flying, guys. I don't know about coming back down and landing. This thing doesn't like to turn. But there's no denying, if we get rid of that landing gear again, I forgot the landing gear. There's no denying that she works. Let's try and... That's kind of what we want to do, is it? No. I kind of just want to turn her. I just want to turn. No, no, no. Oh, God. Okay, this could be my fault. Okay, here we go. No, we can come out of this. There we go. This is better. No, don't spin. No, 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 don't spin. That's the wrong way. No, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, this isn't going very well. Probably because I'm not looking where I'm going as well. No, 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 no. Okay. Well, these controls. Okay, she's back under control. Sort of. Sort of want to make a slight. She's not very nimble. Should we try and land over there? On this island? I don't know, is that an airport? What is that there? Is that an airport? What is that on the ground? Oh, we've got overheating engines as well. Let's definitely power those down. Lose some XP. What is that on the ground? That is another airport. It really is. I had no idea there were other airports on this game. But of course, we couldn't land on this. So we're losing speed. Let's power down those engines. Landing gears down. That is actually another... That is crazy. I have never seen that before. I don't quite know what I'm trying to do here. In fact, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We need power. Okay. That ended awkwardly. Oh, that's going to take some explaining. Okay, so... But I made a plane that flied. First time, pretty much, as well. So I'm really happy about that. And we found this airport. And that will be a future... tests. I will land there. So I'm going to cut the video there. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments and tell me what you would like me to do in the future with this, because I mean there's endless possibilities of things we could do. I could try and land on this runway with that plane. I could build a different plane. I could land on the moon. Whatever you guys want to see, I'll pretty much do. So, thank you again, and I will see you next time.